everybody. Welcome to our CEO Insight series. My name is Catherine Harrington, the very proud president and CEO of the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce. Today we have Jodi Schweiger, Executive Director of Business Development at the Iowa Clinic, joining us today. Thank you, Jodi, for being here in our studio.
Thanks for having me,
I
Catherine.
love it.
This is awesome.
I'm so excited. So we interviewed Ben Vallier, your amazing president and CEO, about 18 months ago. And so we're excited to get to know you today and all the great things that you're involved with. So tell us generally, refresh our memory, tell us about the Iowa Clinic and what you do for the community.
Sure. So the Iowa Clinic is an independent physician-owned medical group here in the Des Moines, Central Iowa area. We're not a hospital, and we have about 250 plus providers, 12 locations and growing every day. And so, yeah, we are proud to serve a lot of the Iowans in West Des Moines and surrounding areas.
And you're physician owned.
Correct. Yes.
And that's a different model, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right. So,
yeah.
our physicians are our owners. They kind of guide our decisions and what's best for our patients and the organization, which is a lot different than other, hospital systems. There's a lot more red tape and things that come with having that difference.
Yeah. And I feel like that is really unique because they have ownership, right, of the organization. I feel like that's really, really special. I love that.
Oh.
That's so neat. So tell us what's new at the Iowa Clinic. You've been doing a lot of things, expanding. Every time I read the paper, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to do the clinic, opening up. So tell us about all the fun activities you've been doing.
There's been so much growth here the last 18 months. It's amazing. So in our West Campus, we have a new bone and joint center up on our third floor, and that's really exciting. We're really expanding our orthopedics, physical therapy. We also added an infusion center on our second floor, which is awesome and a great service that is so needed in the Des Moines area. And then from there, we're expanding. We put out a new clinic in Grimes. So offering pediatrics and family medicine there. And then if you head out further west to Adel, we have a new Adel clinic with a provider and a couple of PAs out there. So serving those kind of surrounding areas that are continuing to grow in those areas too. So, and then our newest location just opened here at the end of February, our Waukee campus. And that is a multi-specialty building with an ambulatory surgery center attached to it. And so we're super excited to bring that to the Waukee community, but just it's such a nice area to just get to geographically, right? Located right off of Interstate 80. So it's very ideal for, patients, easy access in and out, not having to go through Des Moines, so to speak, and deal with the traffic. So
it's right there.
with the location in the building, the ambulatory surgery center, we're having 3 outpatient ortho surgery rooms, and then we'll have first outpatient cath lab, which is a cardiac cath lab that will be able to do different cardiac procedures. And all of that is in an outpatient setting, so it's not in a hospital, which is convenient for patients, and it's nice on the pocketbook. It's less expensive than having it done in the hospital.
It's a better experience.
So there's so many advantages in that experience, for the community and the patients.
Oh my gosh, you're thinking of everything, and every corner of Greater Des Moines. You're really filling a need. That's huge. I mean, congratulations on all that growth in a very short period of time. So what's next on the horizon? I mean, it sounds like you've done so much growth over the last 18 months. What is next for the Iowa Clinic?
Yeah, well, we continue to kind of look and see where the needs are, right? And so you look at where growth is needed most, in whether that's in a suburb or here in the West Des Moines area. And we have a few ideas of where we might head next, but
want to give us any fun
to be continued
scoops right now?
To be continued.
We love to give our audience some scoops. So oh my gosh. So speaking of great experiences, and you mentioned that, I just was at the Iowa Clinic. I did the executive health program, and at the top of the year, and what a great time to do it at the top of the year, to have that assurance that your health is where it's at, right? And this is the first time in my life I've had really the full health experience in one day, and things that I never would have done ordinarily. But I thought probably this time in my life, I probably should do some things like check my heart, get on the treadmill, really see if all my valves are working and everything is, and it was phenomenal. It was an incredible opportunity. So talk about that executive health program. I
Yeah.
cannot recommend it enough. It was amazing.
Oh, well, it was truly an honor to have you come through the
It was
program.
awesome.
So that program is so unique. When we looked at putting a program in place about 8 years ago,
Okay.
there was a lot of busy business leaders leaving the state to have a comprehensive physical done. And we saw an opportunity to create a unique program here because our building is equipped and set up with all the different
Yeah.
specialties, right? All in one
Yeah. Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
We're like, let's design that here for leaders to stay here and get that done. And so, that's exactly what we did. We designed it to be one building, same day results. They're there for about 6 to 7 hours,
Uh-huh.
like you were.
Yeah.
And it's very comprehensive. I always tell people, think about that multi-point inspection that you're having on your
your
vehicle.
car. Your
I mean,
car.
that's kind of
Yes.
what you're getting done
Mhm.
on your body, right? You're
Yeah.
going through a
Yeah.
ton of preventative screenings
Yeah.
and things that you wouldn't get at just an annual wellness visit.
Exactly.
So, you probably had your hearing checked and your lungs checked, and you got
Everything.
on the treadmill.
Yep.
And
Yep.
one of the things that's unique about our executive health program is the cardiovascular testing is very robust. We do vascular testing, we do a stress echo test,
Yeah.
and the calcium scoring. Those three paired together can really catch things. And then our dermatology skin
Yeah.
assessment. We've heard others that have gone through other programs and come through ours and say, wow, that's usually not something that's included in the core
Mhm.
services that we deliver. So, in talking about catching things,
Mhm.
I think is one thing that, we didn't realize the impact we would be having on
Yeah.
our leaders here
Yeah.
in Iowa. Is 1 out of 10 typically we're finding some type of life-saving diagnosis or
Yeah.
finding, and a lot of it's cardiac, a lot of it's cancer, but it's truly impacting people's lives, and that's why we're doing it. We want to catch things early so people can intervene and recover and be on their way.
It was incredible. I did the cancer screening too. It's just a blood test, and they
Yes.
screen for all the cancers in my
Oh,
body, and they tell you, you know, fairly soon, a couple of days after, how it looks, and that seems cutting edge to me.
it is so cutting edge, and we're
That
so
screening.
excited about
Yeah.
that. That's probably one of the things that I'm most passionate about right now
Okay.
is this multi-cancer test. So
Yes.
we launched that here this last fall through Executive Health, but now have brought it to
Oh,
all of TIC primary care,
oh, good.
and it's actually happening right now, going live. So
Nice.
that test is very innovative. I
The
mean,
Gallery, what's it called? The
Gallery
Gallery.
multi-cancer test. And
Yes.
so, yes, you're right. It tests up to 50 different types of cancer with two tubes of blood. And then those results come back in about 7 to 10 days. And it's really just a new uh, generation of looking at using some AI technology along with some DNA sequencing, and it's just amazing. So think about all the different you know cancer screenings out there today. There's
Mhm.
only about five that we
Sure.
can do preventative, right? Our mammograms, our
Sure.
colonoscopies, our PSA,
Oh, yeah.
the skin assessments. But really, there's so many other cancers that people are impacted by.
Yeah.
Pancreatic cancer,
Sure.
things like that. And so
Sure. That
this
you can
test,
detect. Yeah.
when it comes back as a positive or a negative result. And so obviously we want everyone to have negative results. But if it's a
Mhm.
positive, it doesn't necessarily mean you have cancer, but it means that there's a signal somewhere
Mhm.
that indicates that there could be cancer. And so that gives our doctors a sense of, okay, we need to investigate further, look at, maybe ordering some further testing, maybe
Mhm.
a biopsy to confirm whether it's cancer or not. So we believe that this is going to be kind of a new wave, and we, can't wait for this to just, get out there more and have more people coming through because, I will say, I don't know if you've seen the research lately for the state of
Mm.
Iowa, but cancer
Mm.
is Iowa's number
High.
two in the
Yeah.
nation. And so we have some work to do to improve that. And part of it is catching it earlier.
Well, Jodi, you're incredible. And you're a leader at Iowa Clinic, obviously doing amazing things. And we have a lot of young professionals that follow the chamber. We have actually the largest young professional group in the state of Iowa right now. So any advice you give to your younger self, if you could think of that way? I know it's a big question, but any advice you give to your younger self?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. There's so many things that, you reflect back on and you're like, oh, if I would have done this, or, I would have been acted more this way. I think for me, I could say, just finding that inner confidence. So many times as young professionals, we think that we kind of have to sit back in the shadows and be a little bit more passive, and not maybe necessarily speaking up when we have really great thoughts and ideas, and just find that inner confidence to be bold and be brave, and not be afraid to share those ideas, because that's where when great innovation and great things happen, is when you get everybody collaborating together. Awesome things happen.
I love that. Be bold, be brave. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that advice. I love that advice so much. And on that note, we want to thank Jodi so much for being here. Thank you to Iowa Clinic for helping take care of our community and the beautiful humans in the state of Iowa. And thank you for your support of the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce. We really appreciate you. And guess what? The West is yet to come. So thank you, Jodi.